So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about CTA and the price hikes that we saw in the past couple months. In January, CTA hiked up prices for bus cars, which is the first price hike that we as Chicagoans have seen in the past 4 years. They've hiked up prices for bus cards, so things like 1 days, which were $5.75, are now $10. 30 days were $86, and now they're $100. And they're also enforcing this new venture card system that we're seeing like on buses and trains. Um, and I went out recently and talked to some CTA workers, which included a bus driver as well as somebody who just like sits in the train terminal thing, whatever it's called. Um, and the man that I talked to, he said that he's really fearful for the future regarding like CTA and bus cars and things like that. And this is because of these price hikes. So they see people paying fares. So the since the fares went up too, like beforehand, people started buying bus cards more. But then I guess CTA saw that people are buying bus cards, so they raised those prices, which is what we saw in January. And then so people are going to start using bus cards more, but if they see that, then they will start paying fares more because they're cheaper. But then CTA will realize that people are paying the fares more, so then they'll raise the fare prices. And then it's sort of this ongoing circle that'll just keep going with raising the fares and raising the bus cards. And another, a bus driver that I talked to, she told me that she thinks the sales of cars are going to go up in the next couple of years because of how CTA keeps raising the prices, and that what you spend on CTA bus cards, fares, and things like that, it'll kind of equal out and you'll end up saving money by buying a car, because then you'll be able to do things like carpool and things like that, and you'll be able to use the car for a longer period of time than going on the bus all the time until you're like 40 or whatever. You'll have a car. And I kind of see this issue, happening around us all the time. We as students get the U-Pass, and that is included in our school fees. So I'm pretty sure that because of the recent price hikes, that our fees for the U-Passes will go up. But other interviews that some of my group members have done, there's speculation with this whole system and how that's working, so we're not really too sure on how that's going to affect us just yet, but it definitely is going to. And I guess them raising prices on the bus cards and fares is a way for the city to earn more revenue, but I don't really see that as something good, because we can do other things to get revenue for the city. So big concerts and events like Lollapalooza, which is coming up in August, Spring Awakening, that's coming up in June. We got Taste of Chicago coming up this summer. So these big events can bring in a lot more revenue, merchandise, ticket sales, things like that. It can also help lower the high employment rate that we have in Chicago. So, with like people volunteering, people actually getting jobs as vendors and things like that. Just all these other ways that we can earn revenue for our city other than raising the prices of fares and bus cards for something that thousands of us use every day. UIC, we're a really big commuter school. We're about 85% commuters. So, we have to budget for the U-Pass in the school, like the semester when we're actually in school. And then once summer comes, we actually we're not allowed to use the U-Pass anymore. They stop working unless you're taking a summer class. So we'll also have to budget for buying these bus cards, 1 days, 30 days, whatever it is, or paying the fares. So it's becoming a big problem economically for everybody, and it's just something that the CTA really needs to work out on their part. So if you guys want more information on the CTA, any fare hikes or anything like that, I'll leave the link to their website, as well as Chicago Commuters Unites, our Facebook page, our Twitter, and our YouTube, all down in the link at the bottom, in the description at the bottom. So be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to us. Thanks.